Greetings everybody and welcome back to Wager Talk TV. This is Pavlos to break down the second semi-final of the World Cup. This one is between England and Argentina on Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern. But before that, I want to invite you guys to go to my page at wt.buzz/pl. I got a 5% max bet for the first semi-final between France and Spain. Hint, hint, it's in the cards market. I also included one more play there, a 1% at plus money as well. I might add another play for this game versus between Argentina and England. I'm gonna load all my plays as I usually do at the day of the game, which is on Wednesday, as soon as I got all the latest information at my hands. Now let's look at the odds here. England minus 125 to qualify, the favorites here. Argentina, the reigning champions, plus 110. For the 90 minutes, the money line, England slight favorites at plus 170, the draw at plus 190, so the books are expecting a draw here. And Argentina plus 210 underdogs here. Just for the record, guys, whenever you see a draw that is worse than plus 200, the books are kind of expecting it. It doesn't always land, but the books are kind of expecting it. And I wouldn't be surprised by a draw here, to be honest. I think both teams are cruising for a bruising. England, I mean, if Norway were a little bit better, they could have lost. If Mexico were a little bit better, they could have lost. If DR Congo were a bit better, England wouldn't have won. I mean, England are coming here, you know, they haven't played any spectacular soccer. They did have a lot of injuries, especially at the back. In the previous match, for example, Rice was subbed off at the halftime. I just have to stand on a controversial decision. If you guys watched that game or the replays, I did post like two different perspectives on my Twitter account in the form of videos. England's goal should not have stood versus Norway, because as soon as the Norway goalkeeper makes a long throw, the ball clearly hits on the wire that is holding one of the cams, changes trajectory. Then I think it's Anderson who gets the ball, pass to Bellingham, he scores. Now FIFA came out and said that the sensor that we have in the ball just didn't show any discrepancies or whatever, but I just have to quote George Orwell in the 1984 book, "The party told you to reject the evidence of your eyes and ears. It was their final, most essential command." If you haven't read 1984, I suggest you do. It's a very, very, very just interesting book. So the evidence that we have in our eyes are two different videos that clearly show that the ball just changes trajectory and falls like very, very differently. And the Norwegian player saw it, the manager saw it. They all went to the referee, who didn't even look at in the VAR. The VAR didn't say anything. So what I'm saying is that England were clearly pushed. Now Norway did score a second goal. It was disallowed for a foul. Okay, I get it. But a few minutes later, it was a Norwegian player who got absolutely shoved inside the area while trying. You know, it was after the. I don't know who it was. Haaland who had a shot at the crossbar, and then it was a ball at the top, and the Norwegian guy clearly is getting fouled inside the area while trying to hit the ball. So guys, we already knew FIFA were corrupt. We already knew the World Cup was rigged. We just didn't know to favor whom. Now England were clearly pushed to this quarterfinal. Let's go to Argentina. Argentina, some might say, you know, that the second card to Embolo that resulted in suspension in his sending off was unfair. But guys, the rules are pretty clear here. The refereeing team just enforced the rules, because on the field the referee had a yellow card on Paredes for that foul on Embolo, but the VAR called him and said, okay, this is not even a foul, Embolo is simulating. So he took back the red card from Paredes, gave it to Embolo, who was just, he was crying I mean, why are you crying, man? You're on a yellow card and you're simulating at the middle of the pitch. It's not inside the penalty area. So stupid play by Embolo. And even though, you know, if it was 11 versus 11, to be honest, the way that I saw Argentina, I just don't trust them. The defense doesn't look good. Their midfield is not as creative as you would expect. And how could it be with four defensive-minded midfielders there? It's all about Messi, right? It's all about Messi for this Argentina side, who did win in extra time. But guys, they are susceptible to mistakes. I mean, Cape Verde scored 2 goals on them. Egypt scored 2 goals on them. Even Jordan scored a goal on them. So, guys, where I'm going with this is that with England's absences at the back, and with Argentina's like just numerous mistakes, both teams to score at -110 isn't such a bad play, to be honest. And by the same token, if you both teams to score gets us paid if obviously both teams get on the score sheet in regulation. Now, if you want to take a different route, you can take the over 2 goals Asian line. This might show up as an outline to some of you at -140. However, if for example a team wins by 2-0 or a 1-1 draw, does not get you paid there, but a 2-0 win for either side gets you your money back. While if you bet the both teams to score, you don't get your money back. So it's all about how risky you want to go on this game. Again, better odds, but you don't get paid for both teams to score at -110. Over 2 goals gets you paid at 3 goals or more. At 2 goals, I mean, no matter who scores them, you get your money back. So that's where I'm at regarding totals. Regarding sides, guys, it's really weird to see Argentina, the reigning champions, at plus money on the pick'em line, basically for 90 minutes alone. So just a small proposition here, just because the odds are better. Argentina, draw no bet or pick'em in regulation is plus 105, plus 100, so even money. I think this might be corrected come game time, because I mean, come on, who saw England and said, oh, this team is playing very well, they're gonna, I don't know. It's not easy. It's a semi-final. Keep in mind that these two, they were involved in one of the most controversial matches in FIFA World Cup history back in '86, with the famous hand of God goal by Maradona, who clearly, seeing it now in retrospect, he clearly just, he didn't hit the ball. He pushed it in with his hand. So maybe FIFA wants to remedy that mistake by favoring England here. I do not know. These two are the two most pushed by FIFA teams in the competition, in my perspective. Then you got late goals. Argentina have been scoring a lot of late goals past the 70th minute. There is a bet you can make in B365. Not sure about other books. So late goal after the 72nd minute to full time in regulation is -120 at B365. And going back, to the 2024 Euro, I think England scored in all 4 of their knockouts late in the games. I think they scored. Yeah, they did score against Slovakia. The Netherlands, I think they scored in or in all 4 or in 3 or 4 knockouts in the previous Euro. And Argentina has also scored late goals in this World Cup as well. So I wouldn't be surprised by a late goal here. So late goal between the 72nd minute and full time is -120 at B365. Or if you don't have access to this bet, just wait. Till the game goes to the 70th minute or so, and just you can bet that live over half a goal or over just a goal to be scored until the end of the game. So I do see a late goal here. Now moving on to some player props. Messi to score or assist including extra time is -120 at DraftKings, -120 at B365, and -130 at FanDuel. I mean, what are we doing here? Isn't this like a super value bet? And one might say that Messi didn't score in the match versus Switzerland, and but although he did assist, that's why the bet here is Messi to score or assist, including extra time. Now here's the thing: Messi, I don't think he's actively chasing the golden ball, the golden boot. Sorry, golden ball is a different one. The golden boot or whatever. He just wants another World Cup. So we saw him on a more facilitating role against Switzerland, and I wouldn't be surprised if if the English team just does enough to block his scoring chances. Messi will not he will just look to assist. So I think England haven't really faced such a good facilitator as Lionel Messi so far in the tournament. I mean, Norway didn't have one, Mexico didn't have one, Congo, Panama, and Ghana didn't have one. Croatia didn't have one. Like, Messi is one of the best facilitators in the game. So Messi to score or assist, including extra time, minus 120 DraftKings, minus 120 B365, minus 130 FanDuel. This might actually make my card. Now, and this is the last one, actually a couple of Bellingham props. Bellingham to score anytime is plus 300. I love that play. And if you want to go to the futures, you can still bet on the Golden Ball, which is basically the player of the tournament. Bellingham to win the Golden Ball is plus 440. Now, if England were to eliminate Argentina here, Bellingham, he's low-key on 6 goals, I believe. Wait, let me see. Yeah, 6 goals. He's just 2 goals behind Mbappe and Messi in the Golden Boot race, which I don't think he's gonna like make actually a push for it, but I think he's like the first. He scored the most goals as a midfielder in World Cup history. No other midfielder in World Cup history has scored 6 goals, although we did have an extra round of games here. But what Bellingham is doing, he's just, I mean, the guy is just really good, right? He's hungry to prove himself after just a terrible season with Real Madrid. He's like a very complete midfielder who is usually wasted playing as a central midfielder or a defensive midfielder or whatever. Now he's playing as a number 10, basically behind Harry Kane. So that gives him a lot of more shooting opportunities. He's always hunting down those second balls, you know, shots that were saved by the keeper or were deflected by a defender. He's always in there. So again, I like Bellingham, I like the price here. To score anytime, plus 300. And if you still have those futures available, I think you can find this at B365, FanDuel, I don't know, maybe DraftKings have this, or Bovada. Just look at your futures. Bellingham, Golden Ball, plus 440. I mean, just throw half a unit, 1 unit on it. I don't know your stakes, but just a small stake bet, see if it sticks. So there you have it. Before my recap, I want to remind you guys, I got a 5% max bet loaded at wt.buzz/pl. It's a card play for the match between France and Spain. I also included one more play there. I gave you guys like 6-7 plays for the England versus Argentina game. Definitely I'm gonna have like at least 2 or 3 of those in my card. I just haven't decided yet. Again, I wake up in the morning of the game day while you guys are sleeping in the US. I'm awake doing research. If I see something, for example, I added a play today for the Spain versus France game that I didn't know about. I just look at the stats, I read something, and then I fired away. So yeah, all my plays for this game are going to be loaded at wt.buzz/pl. You're going to find all about it once you wake up. Just head over to my page. And now let's do the recap. I like both teams to score at minus 110. If you want to go with a total, over 2 goals at minus 140 isn't a terrible bet. Argentina pick'em, just because it's plus money, I kind of like that. Gun to my head for a side, I'd pick Argentina pick'em. Cards, over 3.5 cards. I don't know if I mentioned that, plus 105, but it's a weird referee. By the way, he's refereed like, I don't know, 6 Inter Miami games. They haven't lost a single one. Just leave the cards alone. We'll see tomorrow. Late goal after the 72nd minute to full time. This is found at B365, minus 120 are the odds. If you don't have that, just wait for the game to reach the 70th minute, then just bet on at least 1 more goal. Messi to score or assist, including extra time, because this has a lot of this smells a lot like a draw to me. Messi to score or assist, including extra time, is minus 120 DraftKings, minus 120 B365, minus 130 at FanDuel. Bellingham to score anytime, Jude Bellingham, plus 300. That bet is to plus 250. And for a long shot future, which is not actually a long shot, it's actually a pretty solid bet, Bellingham to win the Golden Ball, plus 440. Let me know in the comments below what you're betting, and good luck with your wagers, guys.